Okay. All right. We need honest opinions only. Because it's time. It is time, and I mean time. Did you smell that NBA season? I can smell it. Ooh-wee. Uncut. Ready to go. Carcino gonna be laying it down for this NBA season. Oh yeah, you know it's coming. Y'all know it's coming. Where the Boston Celtic fans at? Are y'all ready for the NBA Finals? Huh? Y'all don't sound like y'all ready for that NBA Finals. Do I gotta put on my Celtic shirt? Do I gotta put that Kyrie Irving on my back right now for y'all to believe it? Celtics versus the Warriors. Didn't I predict that last year? And I said it's going to happen this year. It would have happened last year if Kyrie didn't get hurt. And they needed to sell it. Now they ready to sell it. That's right. I like Kyrie. I like Jason Tatum. Brown got to go. He got to get better. He got to go. He got to learn how to finish at the rim. And he got to stop panicking. He's a panicker. Larry, I'm not going to say I'm rich because I'm not. I work, but I work differently than other people. My work consists of me working 16 hours a day, doing things on the internet, business here, business there. I'm all over the place. Like you didn't see me earlier today. I was making runs at 5, 6 in the morning. Because it's got to be done. Then I make YouTube videos, but not this channel. I got one crack news, and I got to get on my movie channel stuff today. So probably later on today we do some movie channel stuff. That might be next. So if you're on the Screen Fiend account, this might be for you. Now, let's talk about it, shall we? The Boston Celtics starting 5 lineup. It's probably the best starting 5 lineup we have seen in the NBA. One of the best. Now I know what you're probably saying. Well, what does that starting 5 lineup look like? You got Jason Hayward back. Kyrie Irving back. Big Al. Jason Tatum. And then you got Jaylen Brown. Now, who wouldn't want to see a Boston Celtic Golden State Warrior NBA Finals? Ooh, you could just taste that meal right now, can't you? Can't you smell it? NBA Finals. NBA action is fantastic. I love it. I don't know about you though, but I love it. Team No Sleep. They say there's a big sound. Now, I started to put on my Celtic shirt and go all out because I thought all the Celtic fans was up and was ready to go. See Kyrie in there, boom, challenging Golden State for that chip. Oh, we're going to talk about soft Bron, too. We're going to tell you what Bron did, too. Now, we're going to get to the pros and cons of the Boston Celtics. Okay? We're going to break all that down. Just give me a sec here. Because I keep saying, can you smell the NBA Finals? Can you smell it? Actually, all I smell is my spaghetti dinner. Which is not dinner. It's actually a lunch for me. Breakfast. Whatever. I have no time. That is incorrect, Drew. That is a very incorrect statement. Do you realize how small as the Utah Jazz are? The Utah Jazz has never lost their fan base. The Jazz has never been threatened to pick up and leave Utah. Have you noticed that? That one little Mormon state, one thing they do support is the Utah Jazz. They will get up. They don't care what the record look like. They gonna be there to support the Jazz. And the Jazz normally have always had successful seasons. Meaning the Jazz has normally, throughout their seasons of their careers, made the playoffs. They had Stockton and Malone. They were in 2 NBA finals. Back to back. Before then, they were in the Western Conference Finals, playoffs. And then you're talking about the dynasty of the Boston Celtics? Yeah, I know. And that's what I hate when teams move to other cities. They need to just change their names. Like the Los Angeles Lakers should never be called the Los Angeles Lakers. Because it doesn't make sense. The Lakers are from Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Minneapolis Lakers. Why? Because of the Great Lakes that are in Minnesota. There are no lakes in Los Angeles. The New Orleans Jazz makes sense. Mormons and jazz? Didn't make a lot of sense to me either. They should have been the Los Angeles Stars. They got Hollywood. The Los Angeles Bloods, yeah, I don't think the Crips would vibe with that. Then they be playing the what? The Los Angeles Crippers? Los Angeles addicts. Los Angeles addicts. That sounds like a whole nother basketball league. One that would have no sponsors. Brought to you by Procom. What was his name? Percocet. Ask for Dr. Feelgood. If you need Percocet, he's got your hookup. About Molly and Percocet. Who could beat Errol Spence Jr.? Terrence Bud Crawford. Next question. Now, let's get to it. We've had our fun. Then I'm going to go eat. Okay, let's break it down. The Boston Celtics and what they look like. When you think of the Boston Celtics, you think injuries. That's what you need to think about. With the Boston Celtics, injuries. Kyrie Irving has not been 100% with his knee for a long time. So can he last the whole season? And then Hayward with his freaking incident with his leg, we don't know how he's going to look coming back. He stated the only thing that's going on with him that has been different is that, it feels different. It's the takeoff. When he push off on his foot. So when he does his takeoffs a little bit, it's slow. But he's been running drills with no problem. He stayed in shape, and all the conditioning work he put in last year to go out in the first quarter of the first game of the season, that was disheartening. But their biggest problem is how they're going to, work him into the system, because Kyrie was mostly the facilitator. So what he was doing was actually facilitating everybody else to try to get them into the flow of the game. And then he'll score, his buckets late in the game. But the Boston team matured a lot faster than what people were expecting. They have to figure out, as they were playing the game, how they were going to look. That's why they played it differently from games 2 and 3 all the way down the line. When the game was like 0-2, 0-3. They had to find their rhythm and know who wants the ball in what spot, how to set guys up, who's rolling. And by having this much depth, exactly, you need that much depth. Y'all trying to turn this into a whole nother discussion. LeBron is a coward. And that's all I got to say. We'll discuss that later. But anyway, when you got a situation where guys go out and other guys got to step in, this is better for Rozier because Terry Rozier, actually can come in and do the role that he's very good at, complementary. He's a complementary player. He's not a starter, and we found that out in the playoffs. Yeah, exactly. Keith Murray's son. So he came in the game, and he was basically a complementary player. He came in doing what he could do to complement everybody else in the game, and he would have games where he's just on fire. The next game, he'll be like 0 for 9. You know, he needs to be able to come in spots, and there was nobody they could really bring in to relieve him. Marcus Smart was like the glue. He was like the glue factor. He came in, he was an X factor coming in off the bench. He make things happen. But now the Celtics are going to run into playing time because people roles will be reduced, and they have to get adjusted to that. Jason Tatum is in the starting lineup, so he'll have his opportunities. But now that Hayward's back, he's going to want to average 20 points too. You know, somebody's going to have to sacrifice and be willing to sacrifice. Big Al, he's cool with scoring 15, 12. That's cool with Big Al. Jaylen Brown and Tatum, I don't know. Jason Tatum might want to average 26 points a game. And y'all going to have to be cool with that, because now he's a person that feels like I'm supposed to get 15 shots a game. Brown is cool. Brown don't want no pressure whatsoever. He's good, and he's the kind that can go off and score 12 in a quarter because ain't nobody paying no attention to him. But now they know how to play him. They like force him to put the ball on the ground and drive. Don't let him get the wide open shots. But now that Kyrie's back, Kyrie can beat the guy that's in front of him. So that's going to actually give an open shot to Brown. Something that he likes to do. Stand there by himself, get the ball, shoot an open shot. That's his game. His game is not driving to the basket. So Jason Tatum likes to beat you one-on-one too. He can take you one-on-one off the dribble and shoot the three. He loves to shoot the three. Guys that love to shoot the three like that are very influential on today's game. What's going on? I see you guys. Don't forget, you guys can make a donation. Click the link in the description box. It goes both ways. Pop, 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 pop. They have a lot of two-way players because that's the way they play. The coach, that's the way he implements defense to offense. Defense to offense. When you have a team playing team defense, and then when you get to offense, you guys can move the ball around. You guys can stop the runs. Fred VanVleet is better than Terry Rozier. I don't really know that yet. He's a better shooter, but in the playoffs, you saw he kind of disappeared in the pressure situation. So right, but this playoff experience was good for Rozier, so now they'll know what the pressure is like when they go back. So for Boston, the key is staying healthy and finding a way to work Hayward into the system, because it's Kyrie's team. You know, they follow Kyrie. Kyrie played the majority of the games with these guys. So he was able to get everybody going, and then he could facilitate. So through the whole season, even when he was in pain, he was playing. And he was getting the thing going because he know to keep this thing together, this nucleus. I got to go as long as I can. The Celtics is a team that normally they don't turn the ball over. Like I said, they play offense, defense, they play tough, they help each other, they communicate. Unlike Cleveland, unlike any team that got LeBron James on it. Because LeBron is going to be the defensive liability. But we'll get to that later. No, I feel that. See, here's the thing. I feel that Kyrie Irving can find a way to get Hayward going. Hayward's the type of player that he's got to get touches early. And he could easily get lost in the shuffle. LeBron's a liability. Why is he laughing? He is. He's a defensive liability. What is you talking about? Don't you see 308th in defense? Did you not watch the NBA Finals? They got swept. Anyway, last game he played, he lost. 4 times in a row. Gone. He's on a 4-game losing streak. Coming into a Lakers uniform, and he ran away like he always do. Coward. Why don't he go someplace and meditate on that? But anyway, here's the scenario. Getting Hayward in the game early. He got to get some touches. He's got to get scoring. You got to get Gordon Hayward, no, I'll call him Gordon Hayward going early because he's the X factor. We don't know how he's going to blend into this Celtic team because they signed him to be the man. Okay? They got Gordon Hayward and signed him to be the man. Kyrie isn't signed. This is it for Kyrie. He's still under the original contract. So either he's going to re-sign with the Celtics or not. But it don't look like he's coming back to the Boston Celtics after this season. It just don't look that way. It might happen, but it just don't look that way. So this is Hayward's team, supposedly, but the players, they haven't connected with him like that. They don't have a chemistry on the court with him like they do with Kyrie Irving. So now this is going to be Kyrie's job to try to help get Gordon Hayward going and get him going early. And you got to find out where Hayward likes to score the basketball. Hayward likes to score the basketball at the rim or in the middle of the court. He can shoot some threes, but that's not normally his game. He likes to shoot mid-range jumper like free throw line, work you, get to the free throw line, pull up and shoot. And he could play in Utah when it was a 2-man scoring offense. Hayward is versatile, yeah, but Hayward's the guy who likes to create his own. He's not normally a guy that scores off the pass. He's the guy that gets the ball, boom, boom, does his move, get to a spot, pull up, shoot. That's how Hayward normally scores his points. Or he gets a fast break. So when you see the situation break down, that's how it breaks down. So you're playing a team where you got this guy that could score. You got that guy that could score. You got this guy over here that could score. Look at Utah. They lost Gordon Hayward. They lost Rodney Hood, and they got better. Why did that happen? A lot of it had to do with Mitchell, but a lot of it had to do with the team playing as a unit. Big 4 guys getting the ball in, playing with a big man. Before, they were playing two-man just guard basketball where the guards are going crazy and the big man get what they want to get. Because now you got the four horsemen over there. So these guys believe in a system of moving the ball around, getting the ball to playmakers and guys who can get to the next level. Celtics got a center. You got Big Al. Centers are not doing what Big Al is doing. So I don't know what you're talking about. Big Al is in there getting boards. He's shooting threes. He's blocking shots. He's Big Al. He was the man he's the glue that hold it all together. Now, you saw Big Al get in a position where he's got to do it all, where they leaning on Big Al. That's too much on his shoulders. He's a center. He's a power forward playing center. There are no more centers in the NBA. The 76ers won't smell the NBA Finals. Well, Cousins still got to work his way back. He's still not 100%. He could shoot, but he can't really push off on that foot just yet. So now he's trying to get himself in condition. He's still working. They're trying to have him back within the first month of the NBA season, but he might not be back until after All-Star break to be safe. Yep. So that's it. We got 2 more minutes and then we're going to shut it down. What's up, Brother Jay? I hope you guys made donations, went to the page, left me a message. I'm going to read them today. The NBA hates Carmelo Anthony. I don't know. They might. I don't know why. They should love him. He's the only guy, honoring his contracts. Dirk coming off the bench now. That's probably best for him, at this point in his career. He's a 7-foot-tall guy, putting all those minutes on his legs. Lonzo gonna have a breakout year. He should be able to shoot better. The Lakers got great shooting coaches there, so I'm quite sure they can alter his shot. I saw his shot. I remember putting the video up showing you Lonzo's shot. So you guys got 1 minute. Western Conference Finals? No, they will not. Lakers will not make the Western Conference Finals. They'll be out in the second round. They might not make the playoffs again. Well, the Lakers' problem is maturity. I heard LeBron talk about he big praised Ingram. He didn't really praise Kyle Kuzma too much. He was just like, wait till you see Kyle Kuzma's new body. We don't want to see his body. We want to see him play. And out of everybody we've seen last season, we said Ingram and Kuzma was the two guys. Lonzo was the guy that everybody was worried about it, and he was like, "Oh, wait till you see him." LeBron is like, "Wait till you see, wait till you see Lonzo." But we're getting out of here. We'll do a Lakers one, and we'll break down the Lakers later on. I'm out.